Hey, read through the word. Today is October 23rd, and today's lesson is called Jerusalem! Exclamation point. Okay, so before we get started, you're like, Lisa, you got a t-shirt on and it doesn't. So I think I told Cindy. I told someone in Facebook land that I had the best t-shirt ever. Y'all know me and my t-shirts. But this one's on the back, so I'm going to turn around. I hope you can see it. I will tell you what it says. So, and Linda might have to do some. It says, all right, do we see? It says, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. Anna Green Gables. So, and there's my little Ann hat and everything. So, that, I had to wear that. And, because October is going to be over before we know it. So, I had to wear the shirt for one of my recordings. I said I would, so here I am. All right. So, today's lesson is, see, here's what thing. I'm recording this on, what is today? I'm recording this on October 11th. So, it's about 2 weeks before this will air. And there is so much going on right now. I have no clue what will be going on in Israel by the time you watch this. So it was really hard to write this, and it's really hard to teach because I don't know what's going on. So I want us to take a look. I think we find hope in this. And let's look at Luke chapter 19, verses 41 through 44. It says this. But as he came closer to Jerusalem and saw the city ahead, he began to weep. How I wish today that you of all people would understand the way to peace. But now it's too late, and the peace is hidden from your eyes. Before long, your enemies will build ramparts against your walls and encircle you and close in on you from every side. They will crush you to the ground, and your children with you. Your enemies will not leave a single stone in place because you did not recognize it when God visited you. Throughout history, including today, there has been much weeping over the city of Jerusalem and its brokenness. I had hoped, so my husband retires this year, and he had told me that he knows I want to go visit the Holy Land. And he said, if you want to go, we will go. I don't know what that's going to look like. My best friend is supposed to be going in right now. Her trip has not been canceled, but my best friend's supposed to be going in November. And so we're waiting right now to hear if she's going to be able to go or not, or what. I don't know. By the time this airs, we will know more. But today, right now, at the time I'm recording this, there is a place set apart for that weeping. We know it as the Wailing Wall. The Western Wall is a remnant of the actual wall that once surrounded the Jewish temple. People still at that wall lament the destruction of the temple in 70 AD by the Romans. In our text today, Jesus wept over the destruction about 40 years before it ever happened. Jesus knew that God's people had rejected the way of the kingdom of God. Jesus is weeping over the suffering to come. Jesus wept about the unwillingness of his people to embrace his kingdom. Because the kingdom of God is a kingdom of peace. It's not a kingdom of power. It's not a kingdom of wealth. It's not a kingdom of the world of worldly ideas. It's the kingdom of God. And Jesus came to bring that. And because it did not look the way people wanted it to look, they rejected it. Jesus wept about his people not embracing the kingdom. But here's the thing. God's people and people of every tribe, every nation, and every tongue of the world still reject the message of the kingdom. The kingdom of God is a kingdom of peace. But we live in a world where people would rather have power. Just like when Jesus was talking to the scribes and Pharisees, how they wanted to use their position in the name of God for power. We still live in a world that's like that. People want to use Christianity as power. And people want a world stage. And people want things of this world. And we don't want the things of God. Is it any surprise that our world looks the way it does now? So, here's the hope in the message. With Jesus as he weeps over Jerusalem. This is 40 years before the destruction. The destruction happened in 70 AD. So here we are 50 years shy of 2,000 years later. And there's still turmoil there. And Jesus knew that was happening and knew that was coming. And he still went to the cross. Because the kingdom of God is more powerful than Romans. Is more powerful than any force in this world. If we were to look at the world through kingdom eyes, how much better would the world be? Oh, Jerusalem. When this airs on the 23rd, I don't know what will be going on in Jerusalem. But I know that God has a plan and he is in control. We'll see you next time. I'm Ruth through the Word.